Ladies and gentlemen, so of course here this is me, Hassan. As is it turned, what I do, my job title, my telephone number, all listed there. But regards that is just the post systems we have for the banking. Then of course banking, that is basically food, that is grocery, systems for post for groceries and purposes, and then of course this is the sets there you can see, and then of course that is basically post system for banking, and vis-a-vis also for retail purposes, of course, that is handheld, of course. Basically banking, mobile banking, and then the post system itself, of course, and then overview, of course. That is to do with what we call today's banking. And then if we look majorly here, this is Canada days, of course, July 1st, which is tomorrow, and then and briefly there is a Canada National Independent Days. So as you can see, that's the anniversary, July 1st, 1867, enhancements by British North America Act of edition 1867. So therefore that is just that scratch. And if we implement and we look further here, also the same orders which we can recognize there. Of course, that is basically that analysis, and then of course that's the date for tomorrow. And then of course that is basically anniversaries for Canada's fireworks, and then of course parades, barbecue, concerts. Of course, you name it and you name it. So that is the least people are having in their households. And then overview, recognition of Sudan, of course, the Sudan, also Sudan as has been colonized, and then Sudan is also a country of its own independence, and also they have also their recognitions, therefore. And there are three pillars: the Arab regions, the tallest people regions, and then the shortest people regions. That is the Equatorial Sudan regions, and then the South Sudan people, the tallest people, who are claiming they own this country, Sudan. So that's the regions. This is the region Equatorial, and that's the regions, Arab regions in the north. Okay, so on overview, to scratch line that much, we have that area declared. And then on vis-a-vis yesterday, we look at this and how much revenues we have with the PISA, of course, PISA, we have 10 billion revenues yesterday. And then we memorize that PISA, of course, deposits, and then $1 billion. Of course, these papers came right after we have that PISA amendment, and then the paper was declared 10 billion by PISA, and then by our company. So we declared 10 billion raise here. So the paper was wired, is online. If the PISA want, they can get the money. If they don't, that is up to them. If we cannot get it, that's the list. We already show you the money there. Nobody steal it. The money is still there online for you to write. If you want, you can get it. If you don't, that is up to you. So if overview, these are merely things which are confusing people online. The hackers of the emails, if they tell you verify your emails, the guys told you to verify your email, thank you for your participation. The guy will say, yeah, this is the email attachment. For you to proceed here, to click here, check the box to win or lose the game, because checking the box only across the pictures means don't proceed. If this one here, you check this box, click like that, I'm a robot, and then the robot check Yeah, this is not a robot, this is a person. Yeah, the computer recognizes your person. If the computer recognizes you are now no longer a person, and then you are more picture like this, and then clicking this picture here, and then open you this kind of order, so you are scammed, and then they are likely, the scammers, they are likely to steal your data, to miss your papers, and then lose your information. That is when this kind of information pop up. If they pop up, so don't worry, you just ignore, and then just don't go, and then just refuse it. And then what you do is you only should look for the box. When the box recognize, say tick, and then you proceed with the verifications. You are verified. If it open for you this kind of image, the mountain image or a car image or a image, that means the paper is a scam, so don't proceed. So that's the list we have there. Of course, that is again there the due scenarios which we have alongside, and then that is online hacking levels, and then these are areas also we talk of for this one of donating this kind of device to our electricians. Yeah, these are bucket trucks, of course, for our electricians to facilitate wherever worldwide they need the job done, so that they can clamp very faster and do the jobs. So overview to overview, of course, mostly that is me. Of course, my company logos, and then what we basically do, and then facilitates, and then that is just that scratch. Otherwise, here, this list of the informations, list of the data. That is to do with the edition, the runner, how to run, how to people. So how to run, how to people. So that is basically they are selling constructions materials, right? So construction material basics, tools, basic everything, including tools, tool price, and everything. You get it very cheap, as they can see there. And then depends, and from which source you cross, but they are all labeled. If whatever the price is, that one, and then the one you see normally is the one which they will scam you within in the store sometimes. But if you look at this one, you go to the store, and then you also compare the price, you may find they are very cheaper sometimes from what you get here. What you see here may scare you, and then you may find it's too expensive. But if you go physically to the store, you get it very cheaper. That's why you normally look for the things you can afford, right? So that is basically with the constructions. These are all construction, of course, basically. And then we have here also construction and other constructions. These are also construction suppliers, and then you can see there $6, $7. These are the only cheapest home business depot, Home Depot, or Home Hardware. They do provide, and they do supplies very cheap deals. And then Canadian Tires, we have also providing cheap deals. That is every day. You go, you get it cheaper. So if these are mandatorily the government price, which has been governed by the flyers department, because they chain it to people homes. Yeah. And then that's the regards. You look at those prices, and then that's the list you see, and that's the list you get, right? So basically, that is the constructions. If we are handling constructions, and then if this one is store white appliances deals, of course, yeah, they have all those kind of orders with the temperament, then Bad Boys, Leos, and then we have you name it, and you name it, chaos, and then so dependability. So which one you want, and which one you want from electronics, different kind of electronics, of course. So that is basically to do with the majorly, and majorly. If it come to this one, what about this one, Dagahali? Dagahali is also a way of transferring money, but this injection is being done by some African people. These are African money transfer systems. which they have here in these countries, Toronto and then areas. So they are the one running this kind of affair. So if that is regards, but if myself I go normal with Western Union, then my order is Western Unions. So this is also basically they are saying they are 20% off, 15% off for 2 years. No payment, no nothing. So we talk of these other prices here, and then everybody at least know that price. And then here we talk of this one, and then everybody know that. And then the prices here we show you. This is 88 cents. So everybody know that, and then 88 cents you can see there. So that is basically the prices in the market that we are having. So food basics, and so that is all the prices we have there, of course, which we show you guys for foods. And then basically if we are handling things like Best Buys, of course these are Best Buys orders for electronics, for computers, computer price. These are computer price. These are the most expensive we are having here. Some you may have $180, $120, $200, depends. But this is the most regular price we are seeing on the mechanical things. So if the guy mostly pulling and then pulling up orders and then saying this is 1,700, which one? That is a scam, because people nobody even have those kind of money, because is this one they said here we don't have food, we don't have water, we don't have anything. That's why there is no manufacturers of computers. That's why they limit the orders. That's why maybe the price is up. If you see the price is low, that's when this product they are very lot. They have a lot of them in the store to clear out, and then they have new orders coming. That's when you see everything going cheap, and then we have them available for that purposes. And then there is a second reasons. Those guys, they also open this kind of deals inside there, is squeezing those price and then altering the price, because they think this deal here is higher, and then there is mostly disorganizing the electronic which they are selling. This is the electronic price, and then this is the appliances prices. The appliances prices is high. People normally don't buy as if they're saying. So that's why they squeezed with the home supplies, and then they're selling furnitures, they're selling appliances. That is why everything there with the Best Buy become very complicated, because of the food areas which they open in Walmart. Also the Best Buy also squeezed, and then they went and opened this kind of home supplies for food appliances. They open inside the electronic store. So that's why it's very complicated. If you look there, things are not as were to be as is. But mostly these are our Canadian price, which we are buying since 2004. Even this is the price you are having there. With this kind of big hatchback computers, we have those prices. Those prices never change. This is the policies we have with this kind of papers, because it's already categorized here on the papers, and then these are paper supplies which we have in our homes. And then the price is within every homes, not only in my home, every single homes, Canadian homes. So that's why every individual is accountable, and then for all the Canadian price. That's why you can see here yourself, even I'm not, whatever is not open, you can see, you can read your name if you're a store, even you can read your name, you're not a store, even you're a customer of those store, you can read your name. And then that is regards. Of course, if you look here, this is what pizza, large pizza. I call pizza, this kind of pizza here, yesterday the same price which is here. Even I try here the same price, but these orders, this pop, they are not there. I did not add the pop. What do I order there? I ordered this one, chicken, right? So that is chicken. I brought chickens with the chicken. So that is chicken, that like that, and then the whole thing was $40, right? So the order which I show you on the chicken side. So this is like this one here. This is how they make it, like that, and then this kind of chicken, and then this kind of chicken, so the whole thing goes like that, then normally. So if you look here, those are regular prices people are really partying with at home. So if you have dilemma, you have anything, so that is your own doors. I have really no troubleshooting areas that I can operate other than the statements and the company policy of these people they are saying, because we only trust on the company policies. That's what we do here, because this is best for these countries. If you're in another countries, this is the worst price for you there, because what is the best I should do? I should compete with my country price, and then support my countries, and then beat it in my countries, and then win it in my countries, other than getting myself confused with another countries where they are buying from. So that is a trust which you should do for yourself if you are buying within your countries, or unless you are ordering from abroad, then that is when it will be. So you have to adjust yourself to wherever you shop from, right? And then you use your really country currency. So dependabilities of those country currencies depends upon. So those products and those furnitures, they are not like this. They have a different kind of styles coming out. Things are changing. This is a Ugandan currency. This is a Ugandan currency. This is a Rwanda current. Nigerian currency. This is a Rwanda currency. And then if you go here, this is a Kenyan currency. And then this is a Sudanese currency here. And then this is Sudanese currency. This is USA currency. And then we have their Canadian currency. This is Australian currency. Okay, this is Euro. And then this is Nigeria. Okay, vis-a-vis Nigeria. This is Canada. Okay, if this is Canada, this is Nigeria. This is Euro. Then this is Australia. Then this is Canada there. This is USA. This is Sudan. Then this is Sudan. This is Kenya. This is Uganda. This is Uganda. This is Nigeria. Then this is also Rwanda. Okay. So vis-a-vis, there is dependabilities, but what you get there is different from your country. So you have to use your own country's currencies. So because things are very complicated, you may see this kind of product is not easy to manufacture, of course, in a rural area. But if I pull out this kind of product, you want it, you are still demanding on the rural area, because this product, most of this product we're showing here, Canada doesn't use it. And then there are some they're using because of the furnitures. If you look here at these interiors I have here, the televisions. Let's go to the televisions. These televisions, they have it all wall mount televisions. And then my television is still standing there. The order is not yet organized. So here, that is why is a different things. Wall mount television is a different things. And then they have computers which normally they tie it up like this. They tied up like this, but this time here wasn't secured. This is the kind of hands which they bring new to the Canadians. They are using with this kind of not this kind of desk, with this kind of desk, high adjustable desk. That is mostly people are having in their homes. That's what they are buying with these kind of computers. That's why others they are matching. And then you may find the TVs, the living room, these kind of chairs they don't normally buy. They are buying, especially these days they are going with this kind of leathers. This is leathers, mostly they are going for leathers. Okay, leathers, and then sectional chairs mostly, but these are little bit old used. They call it used. You go to used stores. You don't normally go to these ones. If you go to used store, you get it 400. Or a set like this, you get it less than $700 because they're used. They're used, totally used stores. So that's why dependabilities is your dependabilities. You get things cheaper, and then you don't get things cheaper. Depend on the what comes up, and then what really there. But the price is already all to which I already show you guys here. That is what we know in the flyers. If you see the flyers, that's the price you match. You qualify, you go get it. It did not qualify you, and then you work with your case departments, and then where you get the money paid, and then those people raise your money to where to those levels, and then you get yourself fixed. If they cannot fix you, and then the country, you have to lower the price down to wherever they already fix you, because someone is already hacking you and fooling you, and then you have to ensure you reduce the price to wherever they fit you. So that's the list we have. Otherwise, that is me, Wayne Hassan, as is it on with this overview.